Hello viewers, hello learners, hello cherished subscribers. You are welcome to Henry's class, a channel where we make learning so easy and absorbable. If this is your first time of watching, please subscribe to our channel so that whenever we post any video, you'll be the first to access it. You are welcome to the mathematics class today, and today we are taking a lesson from the basic 9 or JHS3 class. Oh, I think I wrote 8, yeah, 9. Basic 9, yes. So we are going to look at a substrand under strand 1. That is number and numeration system. Yes. So basically what are we going to be doing now? The learning objective. At the end of this lesson, learners who are following our video on YouTube, St. Henry's Class YouTube channel, would be able to express integers or whole numbers in decimal places, and also as well as express numbers or decimals in significant figures, and we'll solve one or two problems on it. So today we are going to get open and exciting, and then also we are going to learn, we are going to study. St. Henry's Class, learning brought to your doorstep. So let's set the ball rolling. Good. So we are going to look at expressing numerals to a given number of decimal places. That will be the first. Expressing numerals in given number of decimal places. Now, when we say decimal places in any number, decimal places simply talk about the number of digits after a decimal point. So the decimal place in any number talks about the number of digits in a decimal point. Basically, that is what decimal places talks about. Yes. So decimal places talks about the number of digits after a decimal point. Good. So for example, if I should have this number 2.156, the numbers after the decimal point determines what we call decimal place. Now, the first number after the decimal point with respect to place value system, since this number is a decimal point, this one falls on the 10th column. Now this 2 is a whole number, so this 2 falls on 1's column, this one falls on 10, 5 falls on 100, and 6 falls on 1000 with respect to the place value and the place of numbers, because there is a decimal number. So the first number after the point, which is on 10, is 1 decimal place. Basically meaning that after the decimal point, only one number should be seen. 1 decimal place. 2 decimal place means 2 numbers should be seen, and that will fall on 5, which is on 100. 3 decimal place simply means that 3 numbers should be seen after the point. So basically this number has 3 decimal places. What about 1.00? The numbers after the point are 2, so it has 2 decimal places. So basically that is what decimal place talks about, the number of digits after a decimal point. Now there are rules concerning this before you can round or express numbers in decimals. There are rules. Now what are the rules? So rule 1, you check the digits you want. So in the question, what have we been asked? Have we been asked to leave in 1 decimal place, 2 decimal place, or 3 decimal place? So say 1 decimal place. So after you check that digits, now you check the number after it. That's the number after the digits you have gotten. The number after it. Now, if it is 5 or more, if the number after what you want is 5 or more, so I want one decimal place. Good. So the number after it will be the second decimal place, the number on the second decimal place, 2 decimal place. So when I check and that number is 5 or more, then I add 1 to the digits I want. Yes. So if I check on the 1 decimal place and what comes after what I want on the 1 decimal place is 5 or more, that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then I add 1 to the digit I want, which we'll do an illustration very soon. Now what if it is less than 5? What if it is less than 5? So if it is less than 5, then we leave it as it is. So if the number after what we are looking for, not the number that we are looking for, but what comes after, so check the number after it. So if the number after it is 5 or more, then we add 1 to what we are looking for. But if it is less than 5, then we leave it as it is. So basically this is what I'm trying to see. So assuming I have 2.154. And if we ask to leave this in 1 decimal place, 1 decimal place, 1 falls on 1 decimal place. So we check what comes after 1. If it is 5 or more, we add 1 to the one that we have gotten. So when we check the number after 1, it is 5. It falls within this range. So because of that, we add 1 to the 1, making 2. So plus 1. So it becomes 2.2. And that's our answer. Basically, that's what decimal places talks about. You shall be asked to leave it in 2 decimal places. Now, let's check what comes after it. It is 4. It is less than 5. So we leave it as it is. We don't add anything to the number we are looking for. So we only pick 2.15 as our answer. That is what decimal places talks about. Very easy and simple. So let's try our hands on some word examples. Okay, so number 1, we express 146.56213 A, 1 decimal place, B, 2 decimal places, and C, 3 decimal places. Okay, so we have to express 146.56213. Mind you, numbers after decimal points are less than 1, so they are set individually. The idea is that the first number after the point, which is 1 decimal place, or 10th, means 1 over 10. 10th means 1 over 10. And 1 over 10 literally gives 0.1, which is less than 1. So numbers after decimal points are not set together. So you don't see this and say 146.56,230. That is wrong. You have to pronounce them individually because these numbers are less than 1. So let's leave this in 1 decimal place. So we first check the digit we want. So we want 1 decimal place. So we, after the point or decimal place, as we said, talks about the number of digits after the point. So we count 5. 5 is what we are looking for. So we make a tick on the 5. Now we check the number after it. So we check what is after it. If it is 5 or more, yes, it is more than 5. So we add 1 to the digits we want. So 6, we add 1 to 5, making 6. So we get 146.6. 2, 1 decimal place. B, 2 decimal places. Which number falls on 2 decimal places? It is 6. We check what is after it. It is less than 5. If it is less than 5, we leave it as it is. So we leave the 6 as it is. So 146.562 2 decimal places. And C, 3 decimal places. 2 falls on 3 decimal places. Now we check what is after it. It is less than 5, so we leave it as it is. So 146.5622 decimal places. That's easy and simple. Get it? Okay, let's solve more of this. So 2. Correct 7,182.891762 4 decimal places. I believe you've been able to do this. It's very easy, simple. So 4 decimal places, first decimal, second, third, fourth decimal place. We check what is after it. It is more than 5, so we add 1 to this 7, making 8. So we have 7,182.8918 to 4 decimal places. Now, what about this one? When a question appears in this form, correct 2.996 to 2 decimal places. What about this one? It gets a bit scary. Is that easy and simple? Now watch. What number falls on 2 decimal places? It is 9. Good. So let's check what comes after. It is 6. It falls in this category. So we add 1 to the 9, making 10. Here we work with single digits. We don't work with double digits. So it's just like you adding numbers. 10, you leave 0, and then you cross over the 1 to the next number. That's what also happens here. So 10. You can't write all the 10. So we move 1 to the 9, making 10. We can't also write this 10. So we move 1 to this 2, making 3. So 1 we added to the 2, making 3. Here we added 1 to it, so this side will be left with 0. Here was 10 also, we pushed 1, so this side will also be left with 0. And 2 decimal place gives you 3.0. That's easy and simple. So when you add and then it is 10, you can't write all the 10. You need to push 1 to the next number, that the number before it, and leave 0 on that digit. Very easy and simple. Believe you get it. Now let's solve the distance between Kofi's house and his school is 0.877 kilometers. Kofi walks to school every morning and back to the house. Find the total distance Kofi walked in a term of 62 school days, correct to 2 decimal places. So the distance between Kofi's house and his school is 0.88 kilometers. So distance, always when a word problem question is given, I always advise my students to write down important information. So distance from house to school is 0.877 kilometers. Yes, so he walks every morning to school and back to the house. So it means that he performs 2 journeys over here. He walks to school, distance from the house to school is 0.7, and back. So we'll say back distance from school to house, and that is also 0.877 kilometers. So find the total distance Kofi walked in a term of 62 school days. So in a term, let's say that he's supposed to go to school for 62 days. Every morning he's going to walk to and fro, to and fro, to and fro. So we need to find the total distance he covers in a day, or 1 day is a school day, for 62 days. So let's look at distance for 1 school day. So distance for 1 school day, and that would be, so he went 0.877, then came back 0.877. You can also choose to multiply 2 times 0.877. any of this will work. And the answer that will be given will be 1.754 kilometers. 1.754. So this is for one school day. Now, 62. So 62 school days. And that will be equal to. So one day is 1.75 for 62. We just multiply the number of school days by the total distance. 62 times 1.745 will give us 108.748 kilometers. Don't forget, we have to correct our answer to 2 decimal places. So which number falls on 2 decimal places? It is 4. Let's check what comes after the 4. It is 8. It is more than 5. So we add 1 to the 4, making 5. So 108.75 kilometers. Yes, that is all for decimal places. Very easy and simple topic in maths. And those in basic 9 or form 3 are doing this topic as the first topic for the term. And manage to also prepare this lesson for you. Now let us look at significant figures before we bring our lesson to an end. We are going to look at expressing numerals to a given number of significant figures. Now what are significant figures? Now when you take any number, the place of that number is very important. The place of every number. So for example, 2, 4, 6, 8. The place of this 8 is ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. Now, the place of 2 is 1,000. So 2 has a rule, a significance. 2 is in 1,000. So it comes in the form of 2,000. That makes 2 very important. So 2's position here is very important because it makes it 2 to be expressed in 1,000. So significant figures mostly concentrate on the place of a number. It talks of how important every number's place is to that particular number. So significant figure basically talks about the importance of the place of a number. Good. So, with this number 2483, when I want to get the significant figures of this, now the first number that I meet, that is a non-zero number. The first number I meet, which is non-zero. Non-zero means that it is not zero. So the first number is 2. 2 is the first significant figure. 4 will be my second significant figure. 8 will be my third significant figure. And 3 will be my fourth significant figure. So when the number is not a non-zero number, it is in significant figures. But when the number is 0, it is not in significant figures. As in 0.0012305. Now when 0 begins or comes right after the point, it is not in significant figures. Here, what is the place of 0? It is 10. It does not play any role here. Good. The same thing. When it comes in between two numbers, it plays a major role. Good. So this 0, whether coming before the point or after, it is not. So my first significant figure is not this 0. It's not this 0. It's not this 0, but it's 1. So my first significant figure will be 1. Then 2 becomes my second. 3 becomes my third. And 0 becomes my fourth. When it falls in between two counting numbers, yes, there is insignificant figures. And 5. So this number has how many? 5 significant figures. With this one, so there are rules. There are rules. What are the rules? So you check what you want. So let's say I want 160, just like the decimal place. So 1, check the digits you want. Now after that, what do? You check what comes after it. Now if it's 5 or more, then we add 1 to the digits we want. But if it is less than 5, then we leave it as it is. But here we replace the remaining digits with 0. So here you don't just leave it, you replace the remaining ones with zeros. That is how the significant figure works. So let's take 1 or 2 examples on this. So 1. Express 172,138 to 4 significant figures. So let us identify the significant figures. So my first significant figure is 1, followed by 7, followed by 2, 1, 3, and 8. And to leave it in 4 significant figures. So I'm going to choose the 4th significant figure. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. I check what comes after it. If it is 5 or more, I add 1 to 1. If it is less than 5, I leave it and replace the remaining with 0. It is less than 5, so I leave it on the 1, but replace the remaining with 0. Meaning I'm going to round it down. So I'm going to get 172,130. 2, 4 significant figures. That's easy. Second one. Let's express 0.001425 two significant figures. So let us choose the second. As I said, 0 beginning is not, 0 coming right after the point is not, the next 0 is not. So my first safe figure is 1, second is 4. I check what comes after it. It is less than 5. So I leave it on the 4 and I replace the rest with zeros. Sometimes when you have a decimal point, replacing 0 is sometimes not necessary. You can leave it like that, or you are working with zeros already. So this will be 0.0014, second safe. You just end there. If you want to replace them with zeros, fine. But you working with a point means you already have 0. It's not necessary. But if you want to, you can add 2 zeros. That is all. Third one. Let us express 22.00567. 2, 5 significant figures. So let's choose the 5th significant figure. First, second, it is not, third, 4th, and 5th. So this will be my 5th significant figure. Now let's check there's nothing after it. So this 10 is our answer. So 22.00567. But let's see. So let me add 8 here. So it's 7. So it is more. Let's add 1 to 7, making 8. So 8. 5 significant. That is all for significant figures. Now let us look at this also. Let's correct 4.9921 significant. So what's the first significant figure? It is 4. Okay, let's make it 2 rather. Second safe figure is 9. So let's check what comes. It is more than. So we add 1 to 9, making 10. Remember what I said in decimal places? It also applies here. So we move 1 to 4, making 5. We fill this side with 0. Then this side also with 0. We can choose to write 5. 5.0 is the same as 5. easy and simple. So this is where we bring our lesson to an end. But before I leave, I'll leave a very nice question on the board for you to try your hands on word problem and significant figures. After solving, you can post the answer to the comment section, or you can also send it through my WhatsApp number. I have a channel on WhatsApp. You can join it. We learn all the time. So I'll post the link and then you join, or you chat your answer to me. And then if you have more enquiries or more questions, you can also ask on the channel. So I'm going to leave with you a very nice question you have to try and answer on. And anything, please post that to the comment section box. I also leave the channel link. You can also join, and if anything, you get me informed. This is your humble tutor, your humble servant. I always come on screen as Sir Henry or Uncle Henry, the favorite teacher. Thank you for having time. Thank you for watching our video. Please, if it's your first time, subscribe, share, comment, and like. Share to your friend that are also in Form 3, for we are going to learn and write and pass well. Thank you and have a nice day. Goodbye.